seeing many chinks in their armour at the moment. Listen, there's going to be ups and downs in this league. That happens during the season. But at the moment, you're looking at them and thinking, wow, they're answering every question at their door.
My only thing with Chelsea is the midfield. If I'm an opposition team looking at Chelsea, I'm thinking, pack out the midfield, outnumber them. They play two in there. You know, we saw Villa do it at the weekend. That's the only thing. How can Tuchel tactically deal with opposition who pack out the midfield? That's the only way I see Chelsea struggling this season.
I think teams will do what Sergei Semak's team did tonight, Zenit. They was good in certain aspects of the game. They blocked the midfield area. They was diligent. They dug in. They was organised. But they didn't have the outlet. There's a couple of occasions when they did everything right, got the ball, looked up, tried to drop it in behind. But then Chelsea have got Rudiger and Christensen, who are rapid at the back, or Reece James or Aspinall, good defenders that concentrate. So they couldn't get out.
And at the weekend, I mean, we're seeing teams do that. Villa done it.
Yeah.
Villa played well to a point.
Yeah.
But then you breached the back line, the defence. Who's there? Mendy. Came up with 2 big saves at the weekend. So, like, they're answering questions at every single point. It's amazing to see. The transformation in the team's results and the confidence is particularly in the players that weren't playing that the managers brought in has been phenomenal.
Should we hear from him?
Yes, let's get him on.
Here he is then. Thomas Tuchel with Lindsay.
Thomas, congratulations.
And as you just said, Rudy, dead right. Nobody remembers in May what you did in September.
No, because it's hard in the beginning. Everybody, you know, it's the first match. You're always nervous first match, and you know you want to do well. But sometimes you have a stubborn opposition. So do what you do well. At least don't concede. Don't concede. Like today as well. We talked about Man United before. You know, even if you don't play well or you are in trouble, you still need to get the result out. I always give a good example of Italy. Italy can play attacking football in the European Championship. But when they face Spain, who was better than them, they can still do the other job. You can still do that. And that game was awful for them, but they still got through. And if you have the trophy, it doesn't say, that game doesn't say anything. And sometimes you need to do that as well.
No, definitely. I mean, for me, it's you know, defense wins championships, as I always say.
Yeah.
You know, the foundation is always in the defensive wire, how you set your team up. And Tuchel is a master of that.
But
and
you
he's
did
the most.
But you did the same thing. Your job was also a defensive, you know, in the midfield.
Yeah, of course.
Make sure you don't concede. Make sure the pass lines. You always interfere.
Yeah,
and these
reading the game.
players are rare. These players are important for the balance of the